Yes, sir. Gray Rizzy, we out here. Shade 45. It's a new grind setters. Look, I love these types of situations because we get the chance to be here in Harlem, New York City, and then also be on the West Coast out there in LA. The district is in the building, and even better yet, sometimes this weird fucking time hit us, man. I even sometimes 2020, 2021 was a little crazy, and music got us through. One of the people who got me through this whole shit because it made me a believer again is the cat who's in the seat to my right, to your left. I want to welcome my brother Nana to the show.
Man, thank you.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Now, I want to be clear with everybody that's listening right now. This is our first time meeting in person.
First time.
We connected. Obviously, we have some great people in common. Shout out to my sis Sam, of course, my brother Puerto Rico Rob.
Yeah.
But it's always deeper than rap with us, which is the reason why when I was hearing your music and they pointed me in that direction, I was like, I got it from here. You know what I'm saying? This cat is different, man.
Yeah.
Yo, first of all, congratulations on all the success.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's number one. Number two, it's hard to win people over nowadays.
Yeah.
And you've been able to do that as well.
That's love.
How has the journey been so far for you?
It's been a journey. You know what I'm saying? Just it's funny because I started out doing music in my man right there's closet in South Central on 79th and Broadway. So from that time and everything in between, you know what I'm saying, all the blood, sweat, and years, you know what I'm saying, put into it. It's been a journey, but very fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? Especially having had gone through the last year that we all collectively, you know, kind of went through or whatnot. So, yeah.
I know that some people probably, let me just say, you say the flyover states, middle America, they haven't exactly gone through what the cities of New York and LA had to go through when it came to COVID.
Yeah.
You know, but again, your music, man, and some of the stuff that you did artistically, and I'm assuming Seven was a part of this, just visually with the music and being able to put on like these small sets, and then I started to see a lot more of this happen. I'm not saying it was you that set it off, but it was kind of you that set it off, at least in my eyes, right? I know Drew smiling over here, but your management like, yeah, you know, hey, we definitely did that.
Yeah.
But what I want to do is kind of step back a little bit. I want to go back to 2020 because the project that I got familiar with your music and made me start kind of listening even more was Save Yourself.
Yes.
And there's a song that we're going to get into in a second, Kings Boulevard 2.
Yep.
And it was just talking about like exactly that, like saving yourself. Like there's a lot of shit that was going on in our territories anyway, just street-wise, just neighborhood-wise, like how you go to make it out to get to work, to get to school.
Exactly.
And a lot of people just built off of that project with you, man.
Yes, sir.
What with putting that project together, did you have an idea that it was going to have that type of response?
Yeah, I mean, it was very intentional. You know what I'm saying? Like just going into it, just kind of, I like to like blueprint lay out how I'm gonna put my project together, what I'm gonna be talking about, like, you know, the concept of it, you know, just building on that, like filling in the pieces after laying down the blueprint, you know, just being very intentional with every record and, you know, making sure that I'm coming from a human based level. So, you know, when I talk about what I talk about, even if you've never been to my neighborhood, even if you've never seen the streets that I grew up on and all of that, you feel what I'm talking about because it's beyond, it's more to it than just that. That's just like one aspect of, you know, of my experience, you know. At the end of the day, it was, I mean, for lack of better words, it was spiritual damn near, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like really like bridging the gap, you know what I'm saying, with all of these different nuances from, you know, being able to reach people in my neighborhood, but being able to reach people beyond my neighborhood, you know. So and that goes for I bro, it's so crazy. Like there is like women that come up to me and like, yo, I love You and I. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my song. Like, I love that song. And they resonate with that so much, you know, because that being a song that lets women know that you're more than whatever the algorithm tells you you are. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to look a certain way to feel good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So just being able to touch people on just multiple fronts, like, that's the mindset that I had going into creating Save Yourself.
One of the things I try to do, especially with this platform up here, because, you know, frankly, I'm talking millions of people. It's Shade 45. It's Eminem's channel.
Right.
Is to try to create balance.
Right.
You know, like, yo, if you like it, I love it.
Right.
I'm cool with that. But sometimes when there's overload, it's the reason why I feel like your music is so important. What was that last week, Ty? We had a great conversation with Neelam. She was here,
right.
and being able to speak to her. Last week I was talking with Buddy. We're gonna talk about that in a minute.
Fire.
And just creating that balance, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like this movement that I know is in my city, but I hear it a lot in LA.
Yeah.
And I just want to make sure we highlight that. But before we get to highlighting some shit, I want to step back because I'm telling you, this was my shit right here. And then Drew, I think this is a East Coast favorite, the New York City favorite.
It's a fit.
It's been stamped, man.
There we go.
Let's go ahead and play it. Kings Boulevard 2 off Save Yourself 2020. You need to go back and check that out if you haven't already. 9 ounce in the building. It's Gray Rizzy.
Yes, sir.
Hip hop. Hip hop. Hip hop lives. Shade 45 is a grind set. It's Nana's in the building. Look, let them know that you're listening. Tap in right now at Nana is King, NANAISKING. Of course, you can hit us up at Gray Rizzy at Shade 45. So now that we, people are, as they should, go back, kind of do their homework, and now they're coming forward. We got the new project that's about to drop, District to the World, that's coming up, man. Actually next week, because I just wanted to make sure I aired this just before you do that release date.
Yes,
I love the fact that you're dropping it on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I want to say historically, releases were on Tuesdays before they came to Friday. I don't know who started Friday. I'm not mad at it. I guess it was to turn up on the weekend. But again, I like this right here. You know that you're gonna drop it on Tuesday. Yep. But I also found out that there's gonna be a short film that's going to accompany this. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, it's pretty much so it's to accompany the music. It's like a soundtrack or the visual to the soundtrack of the music, and it was directed by a young black woman by the name of Michaela Grumble. And, we just conceptualize just being able to visually show what I'm talking about in the records and, bringing people into the world of where the Crenshaw district is. I know for the most part, I feel like the world has gotten like a perspective of who we are because I hear the name Crenshaw, but, just me coming from a different angle than someone like the late great Nipsey Hussle gave, it's a fly on the wall's perspective, of the people that come from where I come from, and just really introducing people to, how we dress, how we talk, how we walk, the streets, the food that we eat, the lingo, and, just essentially taking the Crenshaw district around the world. I mean, that's why the concept of the project is from the district to the world. And really how you could just like easily veer off and get sidetracked and just like end up with some shit that you don't really have.
Which is real easy to do in Cali.
It's very easy.
Super easy.
But yeah, you see all of that in the short film. So yeah.
It's funny. We have Brother Nipsey right there behind you. And definitely you get that. I think what you do really well is you paint the picture. You know what I'm saying? Like you walk people down this line, you give them this a path where they can relate and they can go ahead and connect with.
Yes.
I mean, that's what any great project it should do. Not every project does that.
Yes, sir.
So all you A&Rs out there looking for hits, maybe you should get some substance in your projects, man. Look, I want to and it was something I just wanted to tell you real quick. One of the reasons why I don't know, maybe because I grew up over here on the East Coast in the Bronx and stuff like that. I grew up in hip hop.
Yeah.
One of the first things I always wanted to do when I finally made it out to LA, I was like 13 years old. They was talking about Disneyland and shit. I was like, nah, take me to Compton. I want to go to Watts. Take me to South Central. And this is around the riots.
Yeah.
So they were like, I don't know how we gonna do all that. And I was surprised because at the time I had never seen my aunt with a black man. Ever.
Damn.
Right? She was in the fashion industry, beautiful woman, you know what I'm saying, model and stuff like that. She made a call, and there was a dude. He kind of reminds me of the guy from the Detroit, the defense guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? He always be like this. He kind of looked like that guy.
Oh, shit, word.
But I just remember him making calls so I could go from neighborhood to neighborhood and just see it for myself. And I think you just do a great job because every time I listen to your music and your words, I'm actually seeing these places.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But inspiration wise, man, there's a lot of people who connect over here on the East as well with you. You know what I'm saying? And I know you connect. You're here in Harlem right now. You just taking all this in.
Yes, sir.
What's some of your inspirations musically?
Man, I grew up off of a lot of East Coast music. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, I was, you know, I like the stuff that like my siblings played for me. It was like music that was pretty much like right there, just as far as, you know, it being like the Corrupts of the world, the Dog Pounds of the world. But what, I don't know, it's just once I like really started to decide like, yo, this is something that I really want to take seriously and I need to be a student of the game, I started studying like the origins of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And you know, the art of being a lyricist and a storyteller. Started looking up the best storytellers, you know what I'm saying, from the Cool G Raps, the Nas's, the Jay-Z's of the world, and just started really doing my homework, you know. And I feel like, you know, like rap is such a competitive, like based, like sport and genre, you know. I started to, you know, study like these guys like Nas and Hove and the wordplays and, you know, even the Eminems, you know what I'm saying, of the world, like really studying like how they put together words and Andre 3000's, like, damn, how did he do that? Like, how was he able to, you know, piece together that rhyme pattern? That was always interesting to me. So just really wanting to be like a complete artist is what like really inspired and motivated me and pushed me to do my homework, especially being on the other coast. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to a lot of East Coast music, you know what I'm saying, in a nutshell. So I'm heavily inspired, like lyrically, you know, by, you know, the Hoves and so on and so forth.
I think Nas had an amazing performance at the Grammys.
It was dope. So
what I'm gonna do, and I think Nas is having like an amazing resurgence with someone from the West Coast, Hit Boy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play something off of, I think, King's Disease, maybe King's Disease too. I'm gonna figure it out, man. We gonna play something. Maybe we take it back a little bit. It's Shade 45. I can play whatever the fuck I want. It's my show. We out here. Nana's in the building, man. Yo, it's Gray Rizzy. We out here on Shade 45. It's a new grind setters. We got Nana in the building. Hit him up at Nana is King. Gray Rizzy, of course, at Shade 45. Now, look, the new project, District to the World, that's going to be dropping on Tuesday, April 26th.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And, yo, man, I want to show you this amazing artwork right here. This is crazy. Can you explain this right
man.
now?
Oh, easy. So that really like... Hold on, let me put the mic right here. Let's so they can hear me and I can explain it. So, yeah, hold that side right there. There we go. So, everything about this kind of tells a story. If you look closely right there, that's me and two other homies. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It looks like we shooting dice, but we planting seeds. That's why you see the rose
All right.
coming out. And while we doing that, you know what I'm saying, we got a black angel watching over us, you know what I'm saying? Like making sure that we guided, our footsteps are, you know, like we don't stumble and fall as we, you know, just growing within the city or whatnot. I have a reference in my song "Get Out the Way" that is in reference to lyric that Nipsey had, which is where you see the wave splitting. I said I'm kind of like Moses, like somebody chose us. That's why you see the waves splitting, like, you know, the parting of the Red Sea. And if you look at the chains, you know what I'm saying, breaking
the chains.
It's another reference from some lyrics that I have in that same song, "Get Out the Way," where I say, I've been broke my whole life, now I'm breaking the curse. So that's why you see the chains breaking. And, you know, this is kind of a representation, like right here, of a wolf of us, somewhat to a degree being preyed on, but we good because we got the black angel over us in the midst of the chaos that's going on in the city. You see the Slauson swap meet in the liquor bank, the Crenshaw liquor bank. That's over there off of, or that was on Crenshaw and Stocker. And you know,
the dice right there.
The
and
dice
of course
right
you got
there.
your
Yeah,
name
my name right here, and it's
on top,
from the district to the world. Very intentional.
This is crazy right
Yes,
here,
sir.
man. Let's get some applause for this.
Yes, sir.
Ty.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look,
Yes,
I'm gonna
sir.
go ahead and put this picture up so you can see it on our gram, on our Twitter at Shade 45,
Yes,
and there will be merch because I know somebody's going to ask real quick. Yo,
Oh, yeah.
is there a T-shirt? Yes.
Yep.
You had some. What was that, Day in Vegas?
That was that Day in Vegas, man. I honestly, I didn't expect it to go. We sold out the first day. On the first day that's
energy, man.
Yeah, on the first day, man. I had a whole bunch of people in LA like, yo, you got some left over? I was like, nah, that's it. And it just created a lot of demand for it. But yeah, they're we running that back.
That's the joint where you be like, yo, take my gram, follow the link. Take my gram. We definitely, I'll let you know ASAP. Put your notifications on, man.
Exactly.
Well, look, what I want everybody to know, man, that new project, District to the World, is dropping on Tuesday, April 26th. We got a lot of joints. Obviously, you talked about the short film, and the videos are going to be able to accompany each track that's on there. Yep. What's the rest of 2022 looking like for you? Because, a lot of people getting outside. Finally, they're going to be able to see you again in live in their favorite venue.
Yeah. Man, more of this, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is one thing that, that the pandemic kind of stripped us of, was live interactions, seeing folks, you know what I'm saying? Like, I put out Save Yourself in the middle of the pandemic, you know what I'm saying?
Shit at its height, bro.
Yeah. And it couldn't have came at a better time. It was just so crazy, I couldn't have planned it like that because I didn't know the pandemic was going to happen. But, just a lot more of this, a lot more, shows, possibly even, tour situation or whatnot. But, just being...
Now, let's put that good energy in the air.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Yeah, all of that. More music, too. A lot more music. So, man, it's been very fulfilling just knowing how much my music has done for people. Every time I speak to people, man, I just love speaking to people and just hearing how much it does for them, because that's where I get my gratification from, bro. I everything else, man, I don't care about nothing else but like just being able to help people, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, just more of that.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait. And I tell you, as soon as I hear that the tour dates are coming close to New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Atlanta, shit, man, that big show out in Cali, I'm pulling up for that. Because I got to see that type of energy, man. I got to see that type of energy. Also, I just want to give people a heads up. I'm not playing the song just yet, but you do have a new song that's about to drop with Buddy, and I was having a great fucking conversation with Buddy, man. And it's like that vibe of LA. There's just like this movement that's there. And I was talking with Blast a couple of weeks ago. Like, it's just this movement, and there's so much that's going on. I'm happy that you're part of that, bro.
Yeah. And I'm happy to be a part of that, man. I came up, and I remember just being and watching it from afar, when LA had its renaissance with Pac Div, Dom Kennedy, you know what I'm saying? The Casey Veggies and the, just the UNIs, you know what I'm saying? And just seeing it from afar and just being I was a fan of that, so being able to be a part of it now and see guys like Blast come up, Buddy come up, and LA,
shout out to Bino Rideau.
Shout out to Bino, Bino,
Bino.
There's just so much different, so many different sounds, but I feel like LA is definitely getting some respect put on its name, and more than anything else, we got motherfuckers that can spit too. You know what I'm saying? We got motherfuckers that can spit. There are guys that are grinding out there, coming up. Guys good friend of mine, his name is Sham. He's fire. He's fire. You gotta look into him. Sham 1016. He's fire. Super fire. So man, LA is definitely on the rise for sure.
Well, look, I hope New York, we get right back into that game as well, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. We got some shit as well, and I'm just happy that hip hop seems to be in a really good space, because we need that balance. Hey, like I said, if you like the novelty stuff, great, cool. Rock out to it. Yeah. But you go figure out the shit that's going to rise to the top. Yeah. And it's going to stick around for a long time. And you, my friend, you're one of those cats, bro.
Man, thank you so much.
Nana, hit him up right now on socials at Nana is King. Of course, you can hit us up if you miss any part of this interview. You can catch it on the SXM app for your iPhone, for your Android. Listen on a home connected device. Search his name, Nana. My name, Gray Rizzy. Of course, Shape 45. It looks like this right here. All right. And before we get out of here, I want to play this joint, Bet It Back. You a good dominoes player?
I'm
a little something?
Yeah, I know.
You sound like me with spades.
I know a little something.
Somebody, you know how to play spades? I mean, I could play. They don't even pick me. They be like, nah, motherfucker. That's not the fucking response I was looking for.
I know a little.
And you're into sports as well, right?
Yeah.
You in the right place.
Yeah.
Misery loves company, because the Lakers, they ain't doing nothing. My Knicks ain't doing nothing.
Yeah,
we got playoff couches. If you want to pull up, I'm going to send you the menu for the fucking wings, right?
Vacay, man.
We on vacay. Yo, I don't think I've seen LeBron on vacation. This is probably since his rookie year. Yeah. We was in Cancun that year, right?
Yeah.
When he, right, D? He was with us.
Oh.
This was his rookie year.
Oh, my
It's the
gosh.
only time I've seen LeBron during, what was that? Not Labor Day, fucking Memorial Day.
Oh, man.
Every other year he's been in the
Yeah,
fucking
he's been
in the playoffs.
We got to get right, man. Yes, a lot of changes need to happen because this was an
You look stressed out.
embarrassment.
Yeah, I'm already
this
stressed
was an
out, man. I pulled my
embarrassment,
hair out all like 10 years ago, guy. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you a Knicks fan?
Come on, you ain't gotta say it like
man.
that. That's a lot of judgment in your voice just now, guy. In fact, I'm wrapping this motherfucking show up right now. We gonna play Bet It Back. Look, the new project, District to the World, is dropping on Tuesday. Make sure you pull up and tap into that. Stream it a million times, then stream it a million more. It's Gray Rizzy. Best believe we out here, woke grind setters.